Can I bring my own therapist?
Yeah, of course.
And you bring a therapist?
No.
You want a 1v1 therapist?
Yeah, like Pokemon battle.
And sometimes you change your mind. You're there and you're like, oh, maybe I will get something. But basically, for him, he's saying,
Don't speak for me. So. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of We Were Fighting Before This. And I'm sad to report that me and Yvonne were fighting before this, despite my best efforts. I have failed, and for that I take full responsibility.
which you should have just done in the first place because it was you. Also, I said it was us. Also, we were late.
I take full responsibility for everything that happened. Sometimes it feels like no matter how hard I try, Yvonne is gonna find an issue.
Pity farming right now.
And you know, not everyone can be perfect, I guess. And I'm just trying my best, but sometimes it's just not good enough for her.
I'm just really glad we have a camera for Chelsea's face right now.
We were late because Yvonne was so gracious. I was getting my haircut in Koreatown and I was really hungry. My stomach started growling during the cut and I was a little embarrassed and I was starving. And then I went over to Yvonne's place, which is near Koreatown, and she gave me some of her cooking and I was very appreciative of it. And she drove her and myself to my home where we filmed the podcast. And we were 2 minutes late. And I take 7 minutes late. Wait, it was 7?
Really?
Yeah, really?
Really?
Come on, back me up on this one against Chelsea.
Well, I thought it was like 5 minutes. I was like, remember, I was like, hey, I got here before the ETA.
Also, Chelsea, what? You're keeping track?
What the heck? Wait, now I'm shocked.
No.
Wait a minute.
That's my bad. It wasn't 7.
It was between 2 and 7. Let's split the middle and say 5.
Okay.
We're 5 minutes late. Yvonne, you said she wouldn't care. And
I know she doesn't care.
It was fine.
Maybe it's you.
I'm sorry, what? How did?
Because she saw how you have been, so maybe she started tracking more because of you, because you track.
You realize we came in at the same time, so anything I did wrong, you are also just as responsible.
But it's different because I normally do not track like that. So the feelings towards me would not be as like, hey, now it's you.
I have a question. If you're at the airport and you have business class and you get special business class lounge access and your broke ass friend has economy and doesn't have access to the special lounge access with the nice food and the big chairs, would you forfeit this lounge access to go sit with your friend by the uncomfy benches?
Hey, how dare you? First off, how dare you say broke ass, by the way? Because what if it's just me being smart with my money? Huh?
Well, this was not about you. I was just asking a super
This is literally about us, by the way.
About someone who has money and their friend who does not have as much money.
Yeah, a business class to Vancouver from LA is not like bank breaking.
Is that what happened?
Yes.
Oh.
And so what happened was him and Sid had business, okay? He was chilling in the lounge. Sid was like, hey, you want to go meet up with Yvonne? And because I'm like, hey guys, I'm here at the airport. And he's all grumpy gills, like, I don't want to leave the lounge. You know what I mean? And it's just like, hey, listen, all right? If you really want, you could stay at the freaking lounge, but you just have to type it. Just say it in the group chat. Don't make Sid say it for you to be the bad guy for you. Have the guts to freaking say it yourself. I don't want to leave the lounge.
We didn't want to leave the lounge.
Is that true, Sid?
That is not what happened.
Sid, speak your truth.
That's not what happened. I wanted to leave the lounge. I'm like, oh, Yvonne's here. We'll go meet her at the other lounge. We're at the Maple Leaf Lounge, which is apparently the really nice one, and the other one, the Amex one, which is not as nice. So I'm like, okay, we'll leave the lounge. We'll go meet Yvonne. And Toast is like, I don't want to do that. I'm not leaving the lounge. So then I'm like, ooh, okay, well, I've made it really awkward because now I've told Yvonne that I was going to leave the lounge, but Toast didn't want to leave the lounge. And he says it in such a way that sounds really serious, you know, because sometimes you can't tell when he's joking, when he's not joking. So then I'm like, oh my God, I have to craft this message to Yvonne where I say, hey, sorry, I'm actually not going to come and meet you. The whole time he's joking. I'm putting air quotes. Because I think that I now have to leave Yvonne outside. And then he's like, okay, come on, let's get up and go. But like, how was I supposed to know he was joking?
I can't believe you thought I was being serious.
I can't believe you don't think that we would believe that you're being serious.
What
You're
have
really serious about your airport lounges. I've traveled with you a lot, and I feel like if I've learned one thing, you really care about a good airport
I've
lounge.
given it up every single time to go hang out with people who don't have access. Never once have I said, see you guys later, I'm going to the lounge.
The thing is, I would believe that you would leave me, and you were insulted by that, by the way.
I am insulted.
He was very upset.
Because history has shown that I have not done that, but you guys are reacting in a
Your
way
demeanor
as if-
and the way you talk makes it seem like you would.
But I've never did it. I've always done the opposite. And I feel like that should set the precedence for how you guys view me.
I've just traveled with them for the last week and heard them fight for the last week. I don't need any more. I will be bowing out now. I just had to say my piece.
See? Sid was gonna leave, all right? And you just had to be all grumpy gills about it.
You knew I was going to leave. Okay?
I did not know
You
that.
thought I was actually going to say, hey, I'm going to go chill in my Maple Leaf business
It's more
class
like,
lounge.
why didn't you type it then? Why do you make someone else be the bad guy for you when you're the bad guy? You're the bad guy.
Food. I was getting the food and Sydney was checking the phone, so she answered. That's it.
I want you to know, sometimes you can have different meanings for things. You could do something differently, but the way you say things is what gives people an impression or pisses people off.
I recognize that you guys had that opinion of me because of my actions. And that to rectify that, I should change the way I convey my feelings. Because to me, I know for myself, I would never, ever do that.
Yeah, but she said you sounded serious, so she took you seriously.
Yeah, because I said it in a very deadpan manner. It's like, oh, Yvonne's waiting outside downstairs. Do you want to go meet her? And I said, no. Which, it's a 50-50. It's like, oh, is he joking? Haha. Because he said it so straightforwardly. Because if I said, oh, actually, I would prefer to stay here if that's all right. That would be more serious because it's like I gave an explanation.
I mean, you could say no and it would be what you mean.
But it wouldn't. Yeah, I could.
Yes,
I could.
but
Yeah,
you've
I could.
literally said no in the exact same way and you did mean no.
When did I say that?
When I'd be like, hey, do you want to do this? And you'd be like, no.
Oh, yeah.
See? So like, how do we differentiate when you mean it or when you don't?
So you thought there
And you're
was a
stressing
world
out her because she's like, I have to craft this message
I
because
would
I don't know.
rather stay in the business class lounge than to go hang out with you.
Here's the thing. You know, this actually comes across with like people, even it applies to everybody, okay? Say, for the longest time, for example, even me, I wanted flowers. I like flowers. And guess what? My boyfriend at the time, other people cannot read my mind. I would have to tell them, I like flowers. Sometimes I didn't have to, but you know what I mean? How can they know? So how will someone be able to read your mind? They can't. So you should make it obvious in some way or another.
Okay? What does this have to do with the lounge?
Just make it known to the person whether you're joking or not, and don't blame them for thinking that you would be that type of person.
Those people that requires jokes to end in a /s, huh? What are you, a snowflake?
What do you mean? It's a problem if the other person clearly could not tell. That's an
where
indicator.
That's what dry humor is. Okay, let me mansplain to you.
The
what
problem is
humor
your dry humor is the same as your serious answer.
That's where the fun is. It's like you have to guess where I'm being serious or where I'm joking. But you should know I was joking because I would never leave you sitting downstairs by yourself while I hung out upstairs.
The thing is, I don't know that.
Why don't you know that? I have shown up for you every single time. And I'm not sorry, Chelsea, go ahead.
Why didn't you buy her a guest pass? Like,
I'm glad you asked,
wouldn't that,
Chelsea.
like, just
I'm glad you
solve the
asked.
problem?
Because you know what? I did fucking buy you a guest pass in Taiwan for the super fancy one. You and Broden. That was $100 each because I wanted you guys to experience how fancy that lounge was.
He says that as a noble cause that he did.
It's not a noble cause.
No.
Chelsea reminded me of it.
Hey.
I showed up.
No,
then.
you did. But which by the way at the time, I said, hey, no problem. You can stay in the lounge. I don't care. I'm going to chill over there. You felt guilty leaving us. A part of it was to absolve your guilt. Yes, it was to absolve your guilt.
I'm like, wow, I think Yvonne would really enjoy this because it was so nice. Then that's why I got you and Broden in it. I didn't use it against you. I didn't bring it up in an argument until now.
Now,
Okay,
you see?
that happened 2 years ago. Okay, I never thought twice about it. Okay, so I did get you into a lounge. I never left you behind, and you're acting as if I would have.
Listen, okay? The amount of times that we argue and the shit that you give me still makes me feel like you could just feel like it one day. Just because you...
But I never done it.
Okay, but you know what? I think to a degree, depending on what it is, it could be an unreasonable or toxic expectation to have on your friend that they will do the same thing for you constantly and you have that same level of expectation all the time. What if you didn't feel like leaving the lounge? I think it's fair if you don't feel like leaving the lounge. And I would not think you're such a shitty friend for doing so.
I would let you know.
Yes, and you could let me know.
Yeah, I would.
Is what I'm saying. Yeah, so what I'm saying is I don't expect you. You don't have to leave the lounge for me every time and for me to be like, you're a shitty friend. You don't have to uphold that standard. Because what if one day you're just like, I don't want to fucking move and the lounge is nice.
The lounge because I'm worried about being a shitty friend. I just enjoy hanging out with you.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
And if you have a day,
turning this into a negative thing.
I am not turning into a negative thing.
Okay. Thank you, Chelsea, for asking that question. By the way, I completely forgot that happened.
That is not. That did not help you that much.
It was the Starlux Airline Lounge in Taipei, and it's really nice because it was built last year and it's designed like a spaceship. Really great lounge. If you guys ever are in LA or Taiwan and you can fly Starlux, I highly recommend. #1 airline I've ever flown on. Sorry, that was the whole tangent.
A follow-up question. When you're on the plane and Yvonne and Broden or whoever else is in the back, do you get up and visit them?
No, she gives me a dirty look every time she walks by me in my business seat.
Do you know what he does? He sits in his business seats, literally waits to look for me to pass, okay? And then smiles at me and then just gives me this most devious grin, okay, as I walk by to go to economy. That's what he does, okay?
I do that. Hey, you got me. That one I do. I filmed it too.
Yeah, I did. He had his phone out. You see? And you ask why I think that you wouldn't just stay in the lounge.
I would. Hey, if you ever want to, sit in the front side for like a couple hours.
Shut up.
Travel to maybe Asia, Europe.
I am not as princess as you.
If you want to sit up there, they might let me bring the champagne to the back.
Do you see this guy? This is what he is like. This is the real him.
So I have a question. In a relationship, Toast and Yvonne separately, if you have the business seat or your partner has a business seat, do you expect them to give it to you? Are you going to be the one riding the business seat and looking at your partner walking back?
I've never experienced that. I feel like we've either both sat in business or we both sit economy.
How would you feel if you were dating a guy and he was in business and you were in economy?
He got upgraded all of a sudden and was like, oh wait, what do I do? Do I give it to you? Do I take it? What would you expect?
I think I'd be more understanding if he had back problems. Or
he doesn't have back problems.
Oh, he just straight up didn't want to give it to me. That's the context.
It's not that he didn't want. Maybe he just doesn't think of it like that. It's oh, I got upgraded.
It's just that awkward look of he got upgraded. What are you going to do? Are you going to say something or just let him decide?
I would just feel I would like the consideration or feeling we're a team. And it doesn't feel very team-like.
if he doesn't give you
Yeah.
the business. Not
Like-
a team player, huh?
Hey, listen, I'm sorry. I just have standards. I just have somebody who literally had offered all the time to try to give me and make my life the most comfortable. And that's when I feel really loved. It's not that the result of that would make me just not feel very loved.
Yeah, that's not cool.
What do you think? Would you?
I would offer my
You would
business.
offer?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, would you make her feel bad about it?
My girlfriend?
If it were me, he would make me feel bad about it.
Yeah, if it was you, I would use it as a weapon later on in
See?
an argument.
Yeah, he would.
But you would still have enjoyed the business class seats. You think you can enjoy? You think you can accept something from me and not pay for it in some way? Sorry, that was really toxic.
That's a crazy thing to say. That is an insane thing to say. Seek help.
I try not to use favors to friend as ammunition against them down the line. I would not.
I try not to. Anybody else have to try not to do
I
that?
only bring things up to defend myself. Okay, that was self-defense.
Yeah.
The whole lounge thing. Okay. I don't use it
Yeah,
offensively.
we love that.
I would. Well, If the question is, would I give up my business seat to Yvonne? The answer is no, because that has happened so many times, and I've never done it once.
Yeah, he always has business. He's never offered to me once.
Why would I offer you my business class flights? Get your own.
He offered his manager the business class seat
She makes. Wait, how'd you know that?
because you literally said it.
Oh, she is the person who's making me money.
My mental and how many YouTube videos also have we made off of each other? How much have you had literally using my bad gaming skills to your advantage?
And how many clips have you used of me yelling at you for your bad gaming skills?
Exactly. We have to have a mutual
Okay.
exchange here.
When did you buy me business flight seats?
One of us did not get a Facebook deal.
Okay. Yeah, my Facebook deal that I'm gonna live off for the next 30 years. You think it's infinite money?
Sometimes
It's not. It's not infinite money.
if you invest in, keep going.
Okay.
And let your money make more money.
If you and I were traveling together and the agent says only one of you can sit in business for an upgrade, I would let you have it. And I wouldn't think twice. Well, I'll flame you a little bit as a joke to make it more like, I think it'd be weird if I just said, okay, that's fine, go ahead. I think that would be weird for both of us.
I just think that would make you feel better to flame me for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too. Yeah, but you would get the business class seat. Yes.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what about your SO?
I would give it up to my SO. I'm not super like hell bent on sitting in business class. If I could, I would. But if there's like physically one seat, I'm okay sitting with economy.
Really?
I know. I sound super
Because you fly business in literally no matter what flight we take, by the way. It could be an hour flight. He'll still take business.
The one to Vancouver was paid for by someone else. I'm gonna ask for business class.
I have literally gone on trips with you where like the flight was maybe even 2 hours and it would be business still. I don't even remember the last time we sat economy together.
We just did from Toronto back to LA.
Because there were no business class seats available for that flight.
Yeah, it was a full economy flight.
See?
It was a small plane because our flight got canceled to New York to see our brand new billboard in Times Square for our Patreon.
You're trying to get out of it.
Look, people are going to think I'm out of touch. I am a man of the people. I grew up quite poor. But now that I have money, I've switched sides.
I don't think you just made the point you were trying to make.
You know how like when you're not part of a club, you're like, oh, fuck those clubs. Those guys are so snotty. But then they invite you to the club. It's like, oh, I like it here. And
Yeah.
I'm going to exclude the people outside the club now.
Yeah, that's you.
I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
I don't remember my roots or where I came from. I just enjoy being in the club now.
I know.
So if I had to sit in economy, not had to, I sat in economy like 8 months ago. we can't release this podcast. People are going to think I'm out of touch.
Yeah,
now.
I think you move on from this. Like, people are gonna be. You're walking on eggshells.
I'm a humble man.
Stop saying that.
Toast,
Stop.
you wanna talk about
Humble where?
You wanna talk about the billboard and how you thought it was gonna be small, and then it didn't turn out to be actually that small.
Being set up. Wow, we won't know how big or small our billboard is because we didn't get to go. Me and Yvonne made plans to fly to New York because Chelsea helped organize a billboard with Patreon, advertising our Patreon, which, by the way, check it out if you haven't. You can see us fight more if somehow you don't get enough of it on a weekly basis.
Yeah, we have our fight recorded before this.
And you were on the plane.
Yeah, I
About to
deplaned
take off.
twice.
And then Yvonne got deplaned. We never got on ours, me and Sydney. And it was just horrible. I'm sure everyone can relate to how shitty it is when your flight gets canceled. And there was not another flight to New York for 2 days. It's not even we'll put you on a later flight or tomorrow. It's like, yeah, our next earliest flight is 2 days from now, which was the day we're gonna fly back anyway.
I was so sad. I was sad and demoralized.
But we stayed at the nice hotel room. There was a nice hotel room right by the airport.
It felt comical, you know, like he's just like in our group chat. We could still salvage a trip. I'm like, yeah, okay. And Sid's like, yeah, we could get some good food. I'm like, yeah, okay. We get to the hotel. It's like he booked a hotel by the airport. We're all gonna have this like sleepover type of thing. And then like he's checking in the room at the desk. We go into the elevators. We go up. The first room, right off the elevators, I see a plaque. Okay, a plaque that says presidential suite, and there's 2 doors, not just one door that you see at a hotel, 2 doors. He's like, guys, I got us the presidential suite. Me and Sid look at each other like, what the fuck? We burst out laughing like, no way, because it almost seems so ridiculous. Flings open the 2 doors, a giant dining table smack in the middle of the room. The other half of the room, also gigantic, a huge couch wrapped around. It was so exaggerated. He's like, this hotel was so cheap in comparison to what we would have got in New York.
Yeah, New York hotels are expensive.
Yeah.
It was the equivalent of, oh, sorry, kids, Disneyland is closed, so let's go to Chuck E. Cheese. But yeah, we never made it to New York. Chelsea was showing us pictures of our billboard, and we had a whole discussion about it.
Made me sad. I might still YOLO go.
We were trying to figure out where it was, and we were using context clues, and then we saw the M&M world sign.
I'm gonna go back. One day before the podcast, I said to Toast, like, hey, like, let's confirm the billboard. And he's like, yeah, show it to me. And I DM it to him, and you left me on red. And then the next...
He does that.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. The next day, I was like, what did you think of the billboard? And you were like, it's kind of small. And then I was like, I didn't think it was that small. So then we went into this whole thing about it.
This whole episode's gonna be how he's out of touch.
It's what, look, when
He
you
thought he was going to be smack dab in the middle of Times Square.
when you say billboard in Times Square, we're not picturing the M&M world. We're picturing right up there, Broadway, Times Square.
But it was.
It's like, 2 streets over. Times Square is, okay, it wasn't Times Square, but not like
It's like one street right next to it.
One
It's
street,
one
which is fine. I had to iterate. I'm happy with it. I'm not like, why didn't I get
like how
the
he's
number
happy to
1
sit in
spot?
economy
This was like the
occasionally.
number 4 spot, which is good. I'm not complaining about the number 4 spot. I just thought it was number 1 when I first heard Times Square billboard, and then I saw it was number 4. I was like, oh, it's number 4. I set myself up for expectation is all.
I like the billboard. You guys did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah,
We
thanks,
filmed,
Jesse. I really like it.
I hope a fan took videos of it.
Yeah.
It's up there. I think without context, it's a very strange thing to see just 2 people yelling at each other in the middle of Times Square on a billboard. But
But I think it's like captivating in that way, or like you get the idea of it, or it's more of like, why are they fighting? You know, I did, before we had a debate of if what we wanted to name the podcast. And I was thinking like, I was worried that when I first heard the name We Were Fighting before this, I really liked it. But I was also really worried at the same time. Like, is it too long? Is it like blah, blah, blah? But I like it now because it's so memeable.
Yeah, there's a world where it's called something else. New Leaf.
No.
That was my vote.
We Were Fighting before this is so true to this podcast. New Leaf would be the fakest thing you could ever title it.
That's why it's funny, because we turn a new leaf every podcast where we try and be nice to each other when we inevitably fail because of you.
Me? We're out of leaves.
No?
We'd literally be out of leaves.
We don't need to have so much leaves if you...
A bunch of leaves are turned
using
every podcast.
accusatory language. Oh, Chelsea mentioned she found a therapist for us.
Oh,
Yes.
Thank God.
I did. She looks very nice.
She. Uh-oh. I see. You guys are setting me up, aren't you? Huh? I bet she's one of your friends pretending to be an unbiased therapist.
Oh, that'd
you
be
guys
so
are in
funny.
cahoots.
I did ask like my therapist friend. She's not gonna do it. No. She looks really nice. I pitched you guys to many therapists, and I did cold call.
And what did they say? What did most people say?
They were confused.
There we go.
I'm not gonna lie, it was really hard to like come up with like the right pitch for this.
Can you help have one therapy session for my two friends who fight all the time and
you
they have a
guys
lot of
aren't-
issues to resolve?
Yeah, but like aren't dating, because like a lot of these are relationship therapists. You know,
Well, they tell them like they need friendship therapy. Do they understand that?
Can I bring my own therapist?
yeah, of course.
And you bring a therapist?
No,
You want a 1v1 therapist?
Yeah, like Pokemon battle.
That's crazy.
And my therapist is gonna win.
My therapist is gonna beat the shit out of your therapist, okay?
My therapist is gonna put all the issues on you.
No, listen, your therapist might not even be on your side.
No, my therapist is gonna be. I
Your
pay my therapist.
Your therapist might hop on over to my side.
Is she?
she's Asian.
Oh, how'd you know I was gonna ask about her race?
I had a feeling.
Do you
crazy.
think race plays a big part in therapist choice?
Yeah. It makes sense, doesn't it? You want, sometimes you would want a therapist who could understand what you went through growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's an Asian woman.
Yes,
Like
40s.
Yvonne is an Asian woman.
Yeah,
I just
Yes, I am.
worry that she's not gonna be.
but you're an Asian man.
Yeah, I'm like 50% and she's 100%.
How are you 50%?
I'm Asian, but
A
a
man.
man. And
Oh.
she's Asian and a woman.
God, he's so worried.
Yeah,
I'm just,
That's a sign if you're so worried.
It's not a sign. You made me like this.
I did not make you like this.
Okay,
You made me like this,
you
and I am
recruit
not worried.
people to gaslight me.
Hey, he really saying that I'm the one gaslighting him right now. I see comments all the time on how you are the expert gaslighter.
What comments are you seeing? Because the comments I see are you're the one.
I have never
You're the
seen
one.
anybody call me a gaslighter.
You're gaslighting right now.
That's crazy.
Okay?
Am I gaslighting right
You're
now?
gaslighting right. You're also-
Chelsea reads the comments.
you're
She's
also
shaking her
love
head
bombing
right now. Shut up.
Okay? Stop love bombing me.
He keeps saying that. Bro, you just can't say zinger words like that. He just calls himself a matcha loving, like, he can't even say Biba Doobie correctly.
Be the booty.
Yeah, see? He says Biba Dooba Dooba, that blue song? No, Biba Doobie.
I'm blue.
Okay, Claro. Like, everything. Look at
Buy
him.
chocolate.
See? What are you going to do? Be one of those performative men?
I'm not performative. I'm actually on the side of the. Well, you know what? I do like matcha. I don't like Labubus. I don't know who Biba Boobie be.
Biba Doobie.
Never had Dubai chocolate, but I do watch Love Island. Chelsea, are you on Love Island?
no, but I watch UK, not the US.
No, okay.
US is a lot.
US is a lot.
How do you feel about it? You don't strike me as a guy that would.
Well, it was really cool because I started watching the season And I watched it all the way through to the finale. And my favorite guy there was a guy called Jeremiah. And I met him at a party. And he used to watch Hearthstone. So he was like, oh my God, this guy's toast. I was like, wait, you're way too attractive to be knowing who I am. And I just, like, after meeting him, it's like, oh, wow, he's young. And then it hits me. Everyone on the show is like 25 years old, which is like 10 years younger.
Really?
Yeah. They look, like when you see them on the show, they look so...
They look older.
Older, yeah. Not, I wouldn't say mature, but...
I mean,
look
they
like
just,
adults.
Yeah, they look like they'd be same age as us or something. Or, yeah.
But they're like a decade younger.
Oh, wow.
My favorite thing is seeing how men and women, because a lot of guys got hooked on Love Island this year because their partner's watching. And guys also have opinions like, oh, this shit is so stupid. And then they get sucked in and they start critiquing.
That's you.
Yeah, that's me. Some of these guys and some of these women have a lot of issues, more issues than me. And it gives me perspective at how I handle my relationships.
I think you would belong fine on Love Island.
I don't think I would survive on Love Island.
But Asian Love Island, I think you guys would do well on.
Which, like Love Inferno?
Singles Inferno?
Singles Inferno? Because there's no Asian Love Island, right?
But like hypothetically.
There's barely any Asian people on the show on Love Island. There was one Asian guy and he was kind of a jerk.
Oh, yeah.
Asian Love Island.
Yeah, that'd be fun. They should do that.
Do you guys want to talk about Yvonne, you going to Toast's home? And Toast, like, how do you introduce Yvonne to your mom? Like, I know they probably already know her, but like, do they know how like your relationship is?
Yeah, do they know that you yell at me a lot all the time?
I'm sure they do because they watch a lot of my content. But Yvonne's met my mom and my family like 4 years ago. I forgot when was the first time. Was that my sister's wedding? No, I feel like you met them before.
No, they came to visit the house before.
Yeah, I don't really introduce them in any specific ways. Like, oh, this is Yvonne, this is Lily. And because my family all watches my content, they know exactly who she is. And they're very nice to you, aren't they?
They are. I walk in and they say like, Yvonne! I'm like, wow, so cute. And then your dad like watches my vlogs. And I thought, not only does I thought like, oh yeah, it makes sense. He would watch vlogs that Toast is in and stuff. But no, he watches vlogs without him in it. Like he watched a vlog. He was trying to speak to me in Cantonese at one point because knowing after seeing the vlog that I had with my mom going home to Calgary, which is crazy.
And my dad's pretty tapped in to the OTV lore. Yeah, we stayed at my house in Vancouver. Lots of Asian people there. We stayed at my sister's room and we just hung out. Yvonne's pretty easy to travel with. Hey, Yvonne, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna take responsibility and apologize for one thing.
What?
I'm sorry we didn't go to the League of Legends games, even though that was one of the main reasons we decided to go to Vancouver. And I apologize and recognize that was not cool of me. And I promise to one day make it up to you by getting you to meet Faker in person.
I accept.
That was hard. I'm proud of myself for getting
Did you just glaze yourself after?
I know I did a good thing.
That's crazy. Chelsea's reaction, please. Like, did you just glaze yourself? Like, give yourself a pat on the back?
Well, we have to be our own cheerleaders in this world.
God, I can't believe it. I don't even feel good after that.
What I say to myself is independent of what I say to you. You just see it because you know.
Imagine you're watching Love Island. A guy is apologizing for like gaslighting a girl or something, and then he goes,
"It's not gas."
And then he goes, "Good job on apologizing to her. I did so good."
You know what? I'm sick of girls attributing every mistake to gaslight, love bomb, straw man.
You told me we were going to MSI. We did not go to MSI. What's that called?
That's just me not following through on an agreement. That's not gaslighting, okay? Not everything's a manipulation tactic. Sometimes we just suck. Sometimes we just make mistakes. It's not a plot. It's not a strategy. It's just a mistake, okay? And with terms like that, I recognize that gaslighting does exist, but most times the guy's just making mistakes. And that's what happened on Love Island, where a guy's like, he showed a lot of interest and then stopped feeling the girl. And then the girl's like, you love bombed me. But it was like, bro, he liked you and then he didn't like you. It's not love bombing. He wasn't trying to be a mastermind of emotion. He just stopped liking you.
You lied to me.
I didn't lie to you. I had an intention. I just didn't follow through on it. That's why I apologize and say, hey, I'll make it up to you. Okay? There's no lies. Okay?
No Flag Quest game. No SKT game. No nothing.
There was 5 of us, Yvonne. Nobody but you wanted to go watch League of Legends, which shouldn't have mattered. I should still have taken you there.
No way you say, let's go to Vancouver for MSI. I'm going for MSI. And then we don't go. You know how many people asked us and said, hey, you're here for MSI? And we'd be like, yeah, we're here for MSI. We were here for MSI. We did not go to a single game. Not even half a game.
For non-league viewers, MSI is a League of Legends tournament that I said I would go with Yvonne to. And I didn't go because it was an hour away.
We flew there already.
The flight is like an hour 30. By the time we reached the stadium, we could have flown back.
That's not true.
Okay, look. I said I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I'll forgive you when I meet Faker.
Okay, I'll try my best. Hey, remember when we met the guy from Red Bull? And he said, yo, Toe, sorry, I tried, but Faker's schedule is busy. I didn't even tell him to say that. He just said it because that was one of my requests for him when we went to Vancouver. Okay? He couldn't make it happen, but I hope you should know that you see that I did try to pull what strings I could to get you to meet him.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it defends my actions or the actual result of you not meeting him, but just know I made efforts, and which is all the things we can ask from our friends.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. I'm not complaining about that.
Very appreciative.
You are making it hard.
Look, I apologize. I'll get you that Faker meeting somehow one day. I'll try my best. No promises. I don't know him like that.
I think Toast tried. I'll side with him. I think Toast tried.
Yeah, no, he tried. Wait, what was the other topic I had?
I want to talk about the SO fight in Korea since we're on the travel topic.
Oh, good Lord. I had this fight. I had this fight so much that with Yvonne talking about this fight that I actually fought with someone else about this fight.
Really?
Yeah.
When was this?
This was like in Korea. It's like after it happened, it's like we were fighting about this, and then it caused me to fight with someone else about it. So fuck you.
Wait, how did it cause you to fight?
It's a long story. I don't want to get into.
Okay, well, we had a fight in Korea.
It's not even a real fight, and also wasn't the main fight. This spawned off a different fight. This spawned off my comment about the meat. And then it spawned into a whole group-wide fight.
Yes, our whole friend group was in on it.
Yeah.
We were at Baskin Robbins.
Yeah, and I will say I was not alone in my opinion.
And I was also not alone in my opinion.
It was split, which means there's just a lot of sides to the story.
Okay, you guys can, pick your side, all right? So basically, it was a thing where Toast was saying that usually when somebody, your SO, says they want to get dessert or boba or something, you say, yes, I also want to get boba. And for me, all of the relationships that I've been in, I always say, no, I don't feel like it, but I'll go with you. Or like, I would love to go with you. Like I just like going along for the ride. I like midnight
You
runs.
say I would love to go with you. You say those words?
I don't say that exactly, but I will say like, oh, but I'm down to go with you. And like I'll say like I am super down and just go, and like maybe I'll get something, but I don't think I will, or I'll steal like a fry or something.
Do you say you're super down or do you say you're down?
I'll say that to reinforce afterwards. Like I'll probably say I'm down, and then afterwards, if they're like, oh, but you aren't getting anything, I'll be like, no, I'm super down to go. So for me, I just don't, okay, me personally, I don't want to be forced to lie in a way. Like, even if it's a white lie at times, like, I don't want to be the one who's like, yeah, I would love to go, and they need that from me in order for them to go. I would like if we could both, like, sometimes it's me, sometimes it's you, where we want something that not necessarily the other person wants, and we could just go on the ride together. And sometimes you change your mind. You're there and you're like, oh, maybe I will get something. But basically, for him, he's saying,
don't speak for me. So hey, that's my bad. Sometimes I'm very passionate. Did I mean to scare Chelsea like that?
Seriously. Oh my God.
Allow me to speak for myself.
Okay, go.
I feel that in some relationship dynamic, especially when the girl is asking, they kind of want the guys to be enthusiastic about it. Mm-hmm. It's like, hey, do you want to bite off my sandwich? And when the guy says no, and this can be vice versa as well, it's like it's a rejection. Even though biting a sandwich it means nothing, right? It has no bearing on a relationship. But some people it's like, ooh, that's a rejection in some way. So that's how I see it. So whenever my SO asks me, hey, you want to get dessert? No, and I know that they want it, I'll say, yeah, I do want some dessert. If I don't want it, I'll still say, yeah, you know what? I could get something, because I believe that if you know what the right answer is, to just say that and not say, no, but I'll go with you, which is a healthy way to respond and like make your truth heard. I'm just in the camp of like, let's just cut to the chase. She wants to get dessert, but she also wants enthusiastic participation on my end, and I would give that to them, even though I might not be wanting desserts.
I think that's fine, because like every relationship is different. It's whatever works for you guys. If it makes her happy or them happy, no matter as long as you just say yes. It could be sarcastic and they know you're doing it for them, or you say it willingly, you know? For me, I'm fine with that. Like people could do whatever the heck they want in their relationships. I just don't want my SO preferably to make me feel bad for genuinely feeling like I don't want to. But I love company and like accompanying people. So I just don't want you to force me to be like, yeah, I do want some, or like, yeah, I'll get something, but like, I don't want to. I feel worse being forced into something.
And hey, that's fine. That's something for you and your therapist to figure out.
I don't need therapy for that.
Wait, so how did this go into the fight with how did this create two fights?
It was just, like that itself didn't cause another fight. It did, but it's not the subject of it. It was the interaction of it snowballing into another fight. That's it. But this fight spawned off the whole, I don't know how it spawned off the
beef thing,
the barbecue meat thing.
Yeah. We were basically having barbecue before Baskin Robbins.
This story I feel like we've told before.
Yeah. And this fight happened at Baskin Robbins when we were debating it, because we had, couples there, Amanda and Henry, or like Jody John, people like that. And they're just like talking about it. And then it was pretty much split. Like some people were like, yeah, just say yes that you want to go with me. And then some people are like, yeah, you could say no.
This all boils down to you try and guess what your SO wants and make that decision for them. It's like when they ask, hey, do you want more meat? Or like, do you want to get dessert? It's not necessarily about you. It's like your SO probably wants one of them or is leaning one way. And sometimes you could say, oh, you decide. I'm happy to go along with whatever you want. But sometimes I feel like your SO is asking for you to take the lead and make the choice. But there's a choice they want. And you
Yeah.
have to kind of figure out what it is and make that choice for them.
My struggle is like I am trying to be more health conscious, and I like feeling good about myself, and there are times where I will still compromise that because I know it's more fun if we get like ice cream together and stuff. So I'll still have times where I make that what feels like personal like diet sacrifice for like the vibes and for good times, but I would just not want to feel like I'm compromising myself all the time because they want dessert and they can have dessert, but I don't want to get dessert all the time because I don't want to overdo my calories or like take too much sugar, etc. So which is why it's very important to me that I get to like be like, oh no, but like I'm down to go with you. And thankfully a lot of the people that I've dated have always understood and like been chill with that.
I think that's fair. There's a reason why a lot of couples, once they get cuffed up, they let themselves go a little bit. You can really tell with the guys and the girls, and this is true especially for me. Like when you look at me, I think you can tell when I'm single. You can tell when I'm not single, because it is a world of difference. And I've been trying to commit to a health lifestyle that is the same both ways, but it's hard. I think everyone out there relates. When you're single, you're like, no one ever fucking loves me. I need to be better. I'm not good enough. And when you're in a relationship, it's like, yeah, let's get some Korean fried chicken.
Well, it's because you get food and then you get dessert, and then or you go to movies, you eat popcorn. There's like so many things that involve food. Oh, yeah. This new thing opened. Let's try this.
Even when we traveled to Vancouver, we ate so much every day.
Oh my God, so much food. I felt terrible. I had to walk around Toast's Kitchen Island like a billion times to get my 10K steps.
And then when you're streaming, the mainstream content when you're traveling is food. It's like, well, there's this really great donut place. Like, okay, shit, I guess we're eating donut.
Or when we were in Vancouver, people were so nice. They were dropping off pastries for us. Yeah. So we had to eat that.
Yeah, no, I respect you for setting your boundaries for health conscious reasons.
Yeah, because I work hard and I don't want to feel bad about myself. And honestly, everyone that I've ever dated, the guys, they never had to worry about that. They never had to be health conscious. They had high ass metabolisms.
Do you want a guy that cares about what you look like?
I want them to care to a degree. You know what I mean? Like even it's for my benefit.
That's the every time. Sorry, this is not you, but women, they want something, but it's always like care to a degree. Lead me when I want to be led, but not all the time. Take charge when I want you to take charge, but not when I want to take charge. Okay? It is, as a guy, it's quite hard. So it's like, do you like being objectified by men? Because sometimes they're like, in certain situations, that's okay, but not most situations.
I think having self-awareness and having something that like you want your partner to feel proud of is a part of like maintaining a relationship. If I get into a relationship and they initially like me because like, maybe they think I'm attractive, and I get into a relationship with them because I initially think they're attractive, right? Say either one of us just go, let's ourselves go completely, then honestly, I would not blame them, because I feel like, hey, like I also didn't really sign up for this. Like I thought I was signing up for somebody who was like, it's not that I wouldn't accept them, but I think there's like attractiveness tied to that, in sense of you want to be like a better person yourself, or like self-improve and like all this, or like sometimes being lazy, being very like not, I don't know, just certain mindsets are unattractive. So that could contribute. I mean, I also want my partner to feel like they're proud to show me off to like the world or friends and family. So I would try to upkeep that also for myself. But in a relationship setting, I have had experience where I would say like, oh, I feel like I gained a lot of weight and I'm really sad about it, or I'm fat. And then the guy would be like, I think you're fine the way you are. Like, I still find you really attractive, but if you want to go to the gym or do anything, like I'm happy to go with you. And that made me feel better that way. I think there are ways to approach it that are really nice. And I think that it's all about the way you handle a situation.
So you wouldn't want him to like pinch your belly and go, yeah, you are. Yeah, you're getting fat.
That's so crazy.
I would literally hit him.
Well, the way I see it is like,
Did you do that?
I'm agreeing with you, okay? Like that's.
Did you do that?
No, I didn't go. Yeah, you are. When my girlfriend asked me, "Am I getting fat?" I'm just trying. This is good info for me to avoid doing that in the future because I support women.
That's crazy. That crossed your mind.
My girlfriend's like, "Oh, I feel like I'm getting fat." I don't want to say, "Oh, you're wrong. You're a skinny queen." I'd be like, "Yo, I'm gonna back you up, girl, no matter what."
You just say, hey, this goes along with maybe your ice cream thing or whatever. If you want to say things that they might want, I would love you no matter what. But I also am not feeling too good about myself. We could go to the gym together.
Well, if I'm feeling great about myself,
then you can say, do you want to go to the gym? Like we can go together and I can help you.
Would you leave your partner if they got fat?
I'm gonna steer us away from this conversation.
You're gonna get canceled.
No, I'm not.
Canceled.
You're gonna get canceled before. You think I'm gonna get canceled before you? There is no freaking way. There is no way.
Canceled. Well, people know I'm sexist and racist.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's no way that I
They
would get
know
canceled.
what they're signing up for. I'm gonna say it now. I'm sexist and I'm racist.
Chelsea's just
Okay? I know what I am. Sorry,
No.
Chelsea, you go ahead. You were trying to steer us from being canceled.
You're giving her a heart attack. Stop it. Say you're joking.
Yeah, you see, we're cutting this out.
Keep it in, Corey. Keep it. Corey, keep it in. Keep it in or you're fired.
Okay, so we're gonna do bare minimum or princess treatment. A lot of you guys have asked for it. So basically is it the bare minimum or is it princess treatment? So I got some questions and you guys can kind of answer them one by one.
So the game is you list like an activity or a gesture and I have to answer this is the bare minimum what a boyfriend should do or this is like extra cherry on the sundae princess treatment.
Yes.
Okay.
Texting good morning every single day.
Bare minimum.
A princess treatment. Every day is crazy.
It's to your SO.
Yeah. Who the fuck you else gonna text that to?
Nobody, because I don't reach for my phone first thing in the morning.
You're on your phone all the time.
Yeah, I gotta catch up on TikTok. I would say princess treatment.
But how do they know you're awake?
7 days a week is princess. I can offer 5 for bare minimum.
Not him compromising on good morning texts.
5 good morning texts per week. You get to choose which days.
That's crazy.
Subjective.
Question 2. Picking you up instead of making you get an Uber.
Princess treatment.
Depends. Because what if it's traffic, inconvenient, super, like, I don't mind needing them for that. I don't need an Uber. I do think that's low key like princess treatment. Unless it's like really easy and convenient. Like if we live in the same neighborhood, yeah, then pick me up. But if we don't, then that's okay.
If she's returning from Japan after staying there for 2 months, raising houses for little children, and she comes home, I'll pick her up from there.
No way that's the condition you need to pick her up from LAX.
Okay, yeah. Change the question. Are you picking them up from LAX?
I would pick them up from LAX.
Is it rush hour?
Yes.
It's rush hour. Okay, so it's like an hour. Okay. How long has it been since I've seen them?
A week.
A week.
I've picked up a guy from LAX before and I didn't even drive yet in LA.
Is this like year 1 of our relationship, year 5, year 10?
This is like year 2.
Year
This
2,
hurts.
right? It's okay. I would do it. Year 2, I'd do it.
Okay. Well, but no, princess treatment or bare minimum.
Princess treatment. Like if I pick you up from the airport at LAX and it's rush hour and you're like bare minimum, it's like get the fuck out of my car, okay?
I think it's bare minimum because I would do that. Because I know the nice feeling when you get picked up from the airport.
Yeah, nice feeling.
I don't
it's
think
like
it's
a
a
princess
one-way
treatment gives you nice feeling. Bare minimum, it sounds like, oh, you're supposed to do that.
If you want to keep your relationship alive, you do nice things for each other. That's one of them.
Okay. Sending flowers just because.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
Nice.
I like to give flowers, especially not on special days.
Thank God. He said one thing.
Flying out to see them this is for long distance relationships?
Oh, I mean, that really depends on financial situation, I feel.
Yeah, but outside of that, I would say bare minimum because you want to keep up, like, you know.
Yeah.
How else are you going to get laid, right?
Okay, deleting dating apps after 3 dates.
3 dates.
But let's just say it's good. Like, it's going well. You have, like, you know, optimism.
Nice gesture, but not necessary.
Bare minimum. I would delete an app from my phone. To me, because I've tried dating on the app before, and I don't like talking to multiple people. Like, if I go on a date with one person, it's like, okay, I'm just not going to message anyone else until that fails.
My thought process is that, like, I don't trust people enough to trust them after 3 dates. So it's like, I have to trust you to do, like, once I trust you and I feel more confident with you, I would do it. It's just more like, I don't really know you yet. You could be like an evil person, and 3 dates is not enough to know.
Yeah. For me, it's just hard to like more than one person at a time because it feels
I'm
like
same.
there's always a quote unquote better option if you have multiple options, like one you feel stronger about.
My issue would just be, I don't like them yet. I don't think after 3 dates, I like them already.
Bare minimum.
Posting you on their main Instagram feed.
Huh? After how long?
A year.
Bare minimum.
Oh, bare minimum.
Okay. Soft launch pictures.
Yeah,
Bare minimum.
bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
Liking all of your Instagram pictures and leaving comments.
Princess treatment.
Bare minimum.
I'm not on Instagram. I think that's where the disconnect is. If I was on Instagram all the time, I would.
He did ask how to do questions the other day on Instagram.
Did you know on Instagram you can ask questions to like people who follow you and they can answer, and it comes up in like a little page. It's really cool.
He's a boomer.
Pays for the first date.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
Door dashes you food when you're sick.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum. It's nice though. I honestly, I would think that's like bare minimum to princess treatment, but like, I think that's bare minimum.
Stays over to take care of you when you're sick.
Bare minimum.
Tracks your period in an app.
Princess treatment. Hell no. You want a guy tracking? No, I don't know if girls want that.
I think it'd be nice because like, I don't even know. So it'd be nice if somebody told me, but like, I've never needed that. It'd be like I would feel like that's a nice above and beyond gesture.
I can usually tell when she starts being a bitch.
Oh my God.
You know what I said one time? I was talking to this guy that I was seeing, and like, we have had so many fights. And sometimes it is because like, I am up and coming. Like, my period is on its way, and I'm like in that time of my cycle where like, I'm getting pissed off easily at things. And this has happened like enough times where I told him like, hey, sometimes I just wish you knew me enough that like, you would know that, or you could at least ask me like, hey, do you find it hard coming down right now? Like, are you feeling very, like, are your emotions more heightened? Or something like that. I would appreciate if I just felt seen, that it wasn't that I was being unreasonable.
You know, I think that's a reasonable request. But every time I ask the girl, are you on your period? When they are emotional, they don't like that.
Well, it's the way you ask. Are you on your period sounds worse than like, hey, like, how are you feeling? Are your emotions heightened?
Yeah.
This is why you have a way sometimes of saying things that get you in trouble.
What? In a straightforward manner?
Hey, this literally just happened. You are more replaceable as a romantic partner than as a...
Everyone in the comments said, wow, what a nice, genuine compliment.
Who said that?
Everyone in the comments, right, guys?
They said they added it to their arsenal of horrid things to say. You know how crazy that is?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you know what, you're arguing with me on this? That you have a way of words sometimes that is crazy.
But it's a factual statement. To me, you are more replaceable as a romantic partner than you're irreplaceable.
He's double downing?
I'm saying you're irreplaceable.
You are not saying that. You're saying I'm very replaceable.
As a romantic partner, anyone can be my romantic partner, but only you can be my friend.
I don't think the logic works that way.
You know what you're saying right now?
it's like it's hard to find a friend that I get along with as well as you. And that is that is just a standalone statement.
I would argue it's actually harder to find a partner than it is to find friends. I have so many friends.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like
You're more replaceable as a friend.
well, that's just hurtful. Because that, we are friends. So you're making that statement with the knowledge of it already existing. Like you have this dynamic and you're making a statement on it. We're not dating. So my statement about you being replaceable is technically a hypothesis.
You're telling my future partners I am very replaceable as a significant other and not replaceable as a friend. So they may as well just all be friends with me.
The reason why I said that statement was in relation to us, okay? It does not apply to a third party. It is unfair for you to take what is transpiring between us and translate it to another relationship you might have with another guy.
Crazy, because like it would not even cross my mind to say you are replaceable as a romantic partner.
I just feel like I can find way more people to date than with like someone like you to be my friend.
Chelsea, what's the next question?
Yeah, we're gonna move on. Deletes all your ex's pictures without you asking.
Oh,
It depends.
Bare minimum or princess treatment.
to me it's princess treatment, but it's not like
I would say it's neither. I think it's totally dependent on your comfortability.
yeah, like if they're your wallpaper, it's like, bro, come on, what the fuck?
Okay.
But if I scroll like let's say 4 pages and I see old photos, and it's like, yeah, it's so old. Like I don't care, right? If it's like the first row, get rid of that.
Going to therapy to work things out.
Bare minimum.
I agree.
Keeps toothbrush, skincare, and necessities at their place.
No, why can't they have at my place too?
Either way.
Like have a backup set.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Bare
yeah, that'd be
minimum?
nice. Yeah, bare minimum.
Clears their weekend for your birthday week.
Bare minimum.
Like we're talking about like 3 days here. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's cleared.
Yeah.
With proper communication, bare minimum.
Yes. Unless they had something come up like for work and stuff, like that's totally fine. But I just think like the consideration of like, oh, I want to leave my weekend open because it's their birthday weekend would be really nice.
Gives you their jacket when you're cold.
Bare minimum.
When's your birthday? October, right?
Nah, you've asked me this like 3 times already.
It's in October, right?
What day?
It's October, right?
What day?
Is it October?
Yes.
October 2nd.
We've been friends since 2018.
Yeah, let me-
2018.
You didn't let me finish. I said, give me a second while I think of the answer. October 23.
I know when it's your birthday. Like I've known since like the first year.
21. It's in October, right?
You're not even. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I know it's in October. And when October 1st comes around, I will check my calendar app
He does have it saved.
because my manager put it in since she's heard us arguing.
We
about
literally
it.
argued about this like the first time we were in Toronto this year.
Yeah, and my manager said, "Wow, you don't know? Here, I'll put it in your calendar." So it's in
How
my.
come you don't know when it's been years?
I don't keep track of people's birthday. The only person's birthday I know. Well, I'll be honest. I got in trouble once because I was filling out a form for the girl I was seeing, and I wrote Lily Pichu's birthday down, and she got sad, and I was like, "Yeah, no, I get it, yo, that's my bad." It's because all 3 of our birthdays are in November. So I don't remember people's. I only know my birthday, Scar's birthday, because it's also on the same day as my birthday, and Lily and Michael's birthday because they have the same birthday and it's 5 days before me and Scar's, and we always have this argument. Outside of November, if your birthday's not in November, I don't remember. Ooh, that rhymed. If it's not in November, I don't remember.
I hate you.
Okay. Next question. Shares their location with you without you asking.
Bare minimum.
Without asking, princess treatment. If you ask, I think it's bare minimum to say yes.
Remembers their pets' names.
Oh.
And birthday.
Oh.
I would say it was very sweet when they remembered. They had it in their calendar.
Princess treatment.
Yeah, I would say it's bare minimum for the name. God, what are you gonna call my cat the whole time? Cat? Hey, cat. After like a year of dating? Excuse me?
Text you updates when they're out late.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
Wakes up early sometimes to get you coffee.
Ooh.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
Lets you pick out the movie or TV show.
Bare minimum. Hey, you good over there? You got a problem with somebody else picking a TV show?
What has made it so that it's bare minimum to let one person get to make the decision?
No. It's just lets you pick versus not letting you pick.
What if they want to watch something,
They can.
but that's not letting you pick?
They give me the option and I pass the ball to you.
So they
don't need to, but it's like, am I being heard?
what if you both want to watch something?
I want Toast's future SO to see all this.
Yeah, and they'll see me standing. It's not clocking to you. That's standing on business.
Okay, Justin Bieber. Like, what the fuck?
Princess treatment.
I'm sending this to them.
Last question. Stop watches adult videos for you.
Princess treatment.
Not necessary.
You know, sometimes the girl's a little tired, they can't, do stuff. You're going to be glad he has something to watch on the internet so that he's not, doing the horizontal monster mash on you.
Huh?
The beast with two backs.
Beast with two backs?
Beast with two backs.
I don't get it.
It's a Shakespeare reference to having sex because you're facing each other and your backs are facing outwards, right?
Oh, okay.
So between you and me, I like a different position. Hope you enjoyed this week's podcast. That's going to do it for me and Yvonne. And we're going to do a little Patreon segment for those who are subscribed. You get to see Yvonne make a hypothetical Hinge profile for me, even though I don't need it because I get plenty of girls all the time. So if you're interested in that, please subscribe to Patreon. If not, we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye. The dorkiest thing about me is I'm kind of good at video games.
Oh,
Okay.
how many Asian dudes in Southern California are decent at video games? We're a dime a dozen.
You said that about my
think
profile.
10 out of 10
decent
women
at
are
video
on Hinge looking for prompts about video games, seeing it, and then being the one to message.
The dorkiest thing about you is fine, okay?